Alright, hi there, this is Nevada Steve, and I just wanted to give a quick unboxing video and my first impressions on this new IOR Valdada um, telescopic sight. And if you can see this on the end of the container, it's their 3.5 to 18 by 50 millimeter objective front focal plane, or first focal plane, some might call it, in a 35 millimeter tube. I've been checking this thing out for a while and I wanted to go ahead and grab one. So let's just get started. First of all, pretty nice packaging actually. I'm pretty impressed with that. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I don't know. It's nice for shipping it back possibly, or storing it for a long period of time if you got to take it off your gun. Looks like sunshade. I think it came with a 4-inch sunshade if I remember right. Not that important probably right off the bat, but it's got a nice finish. I actually do like the finish on this quite a bit. I've had this out of the box already once before, but frankly I wasn't able to find a whole lot on the IOR Valdada products on the internet, so I thought I would try to fill that void. And I apologize, I've never made a video like this before, so if you have any tips or suggestions on how to improve it, let me know. Inside the box obviously is the scope. I'll get to that in a second. I just want to mention too, I got this from Liberty Optics, from Scott up at Liberty Optics, and I just wanted to mention, I think it's a pretty nice touch to have handwritten on the invoice. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's see, what else is in the box? The only other thing left inside the box is some silica gel and some tools. I'm guessing we probably need these for the turret adjustments. Looks like 2 different sizes. It's probably non-optimal out in the field, but it'll do. We'll get by. That's it for the box. Pull the scope out here. Let's see if I can get it out of the plastic without dropping it. Alright, here we have the scope. Came with this little, I don't know what we call these, I was just calling it a bikini cap. You notice here she is. It's pretty nice looking. Everything seems to be pretty clean on it. I did get a chance to play with the turrets a little bit. They seem to have a nice, I know some people have questioned whether they have a nice feel or not. Feels pretty good to me. Feels probably better than the loop hold I used to have that I returned in exchange for this. Or got rid of, I mean. The magnification wheel, it's a little stiff right now, but it's pretty cold. I'm in northern Nevada and it's probably 65 degrees in my house, but I don't know if that's really going to matter. It just feels pretty stiff, which is good because then it doesn't change around on you when you don't mean it to. Come around to the windage adjustment. Not quite as good of a click feel on this as the elevation, but it's still pretty firm. And I've got a different color for going, I believe, left. And bring it back around to 0. I haven't played around with the 0 stop on this scope yet either. I guess it's just sort of almost functions like a jam nut from my understanding of the instructions. Meaning once you crank it all the way back down, it'll just stop due to this ring interfering with the body, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I plan on doing a follow-up video with my experiences in the field. I'm planning on mounting this up, probably getting it out and firing it this weekend. This is going to get mounted on my 300 Winchester Magnum Remington 700 stainless steel model, so I think it'll be a pretty good match for that. One thing I do like is this rubberized diopter. It's got a very nice feel to it. It's just a nice solid screw type adjustment, but it feels very firm when you move it, and it doesn't feel like it's going to move around on accident too much due to vibration, which is nice since the rifle I've got is going to definitely give it some vibration. Here you see the IOR logo, IOR Bucharesti 3.5 to 18 by 50. I don't know, it's a little shinier than most scopes that I've seen. Most of the time they have more of a matte finish on it. I'm not sure. I kind of like it though, looks nice. And this knob, I mean, I don't know, I have pretty large hands, and this knob is just fabulously huge. It's going to be really nice, I think. One of the other features that this thing has is this secondary zero that you can set. I don't know if you can see that in the video too well, but it also has a nice little click, and I believe somewhere on here it has a locking screw as well. I noticed some people on the internet have recommended this would be good for a rifle when you're scoped, or not scoped, but suppressed, or if you take off the suppressor, then you have a secondary zero stop for when you're not suppressed. I don't know if I'd ever use it, but it's here. One of the other features, I wasn't really looking for an illuminated scope necessarily, but IOR has this digital system here. It works pretty good. I've played with it prior to starting this video. I'll try to show a picture of the reticle in a second. And of course, side parallax adjustment. Doesn't have a whole lot of movement, but I don't usually play with this too much once I've kind of set up on my distance. I don't seem to have to play around with it a whole lot. I don't know if we're going to be able to see the reticle. I'm just using an iPhone for the, you know, and it's just, here, let me turn it on, maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, there we go. It's just kind of hard to, I don't know if you ever try to put a reticle in a camera. This is not real easy, but if I can get a good picture, I'll try to hold it. Where'd it go? I had it a moment ago. See if I, oh, there it is again, but man, this is like really wicked weird. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It's a pretty nice reticle. I was kind of sighting this thing on my neighbor's house and whatnot, without it on the rifle yet. I'm not pointing a rifle at my neighbor's houses, but it's pretty clean. I mean, some people have said the lines are kind of thick, but with the open center, I believe it's going to really be quite nice. Hopefully this turns out well enough that you can kind of figure out what that reticle looks like. Once I get this on the rifle as well and I get out in the field with it a little bit, I'll try to take some more shots of the reticle while it's on the rifle, pointing down range, so you can see possibly a little bit better what it looks like. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. Obviously I haven't used it yet, but for the most part I'm highly impressed with the build quality. It's a little heavy. I know some people have complained about that. I think it's 35 ounces, which is you know, over 2 pounds. It's getting up there. Otherwise, once I have some field experience on it, I'll try to do another video. If there's any tips or tricks you guys want to give on videos too, you know, since I'm using an iPhone for this and whatnot, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, this is Nevada Steve, and everyone take care.